The country music world is mourning the loss of a legend. Grand Ole Opry star Jeannie Seely has passed away at the age of 85. According to a press release issued by her publicist and close friends, Seely died as a result of complications stemming from a persistent intestinal infection. Her final moments were spent at Summit Medical Center in Hermitage, Tennessee, surrounded by a few loved ones and members of her extended country music family. Known affectionately across the nation and beyond as Miss Country Soul, Seely had long been a respected and beloved figure in the world of country music. Her passing marks the end of an era, not just because of her incredible voice, but because of the passion, grace, and depth she brought to every song she sang and every stage she graced. Her death followed months of serious health complications, which began last fall when she returned to her hometown in Pennsylvania to be honored for her lifetime achievements. What was meant to be a joyful homecoming turned unexpectedly into a time of hardship when her health began to decline. Things took a darker turn in December after the heartbreaking death of her husband of 14 years, Gene Ward, who had been a steadfast companion and partner through her later years. The double blow of emotional grief and physical ailments sent Seely into a long, painful period marked by medical interventions, including several complicated back surgeries meant to repair damaged vertebrae, followed by 2 emergency abdominal operations earlier in the spring. Jeannie Seely was born on July 6, 1940, in Titusville, Pennsylvania. Raised on a family farm just outside the nearby small town of Townville, Seely's early life was steeped in simplicity, strong community ties, and a deep-rooted love for music that seemed to pour from the radio waves into her soul. As a child, she was naturally drawn to the melodies of country music that flowed through her family's home, which was often filled with the sounds of Hank Williams, Patsy Cline, and other legends that she would one day call peers. Her parents recognized her talent early on and supported her musical aspirations with quiet pride. By the age of 11, Seely had already landed a spot singing on a Saturday morning radio show hosted by Meadville's WMGW station, a significant achievement for someone so young in an era when female voices were still fighting for consistent space on the airwaves. She balanced school, music, and the responsibilities of farm life with an astonishing maturity. At 16, she began appearing on WICU, a local television station in Erie, Pennsylvania, where she brought her soulful performances into the homes of viewers throughout the region. Despite having a demanding high school schedule that included academics, sports, student council, and various extracurriculars, Jeannie made time to participate in local amateur music contests and sing at weekend dances across northwestern Pennsylvania. These performances were more than just a hobby. They were early indicators of the kind of performer she would become, confident, grounded, and determined. After graduating from high school, she chose a practical path and spent the next 3 years working at the Titusville Trust Company. During this time, she also took evening classes run by the American Institute of Banking in Oil City, Pennsylvania, gaining the kind of clerical and organizational skills that would later serve her well in the highly competitive and male-dominated music industry. But even while working full-time in the financial sector, Seely never gave up on her dream of making it in music. Her heart was always somewhere on a stage, microphone in hand, ready to connect with an audience. When she turned 21, she decided it was time to take a leap of faith. With courage and a sense of adventure, she packed her belongings and headed west, eventually landing in Beverly Hills, California. Initially, she took a job at a bank, continuing the steady work she was already familiar with. But it didn't take long before the lure of the music business pulled her into its orbit. After only a year at the bank, Seely left to accept a secretarial position at Liberty and Imperial Records in Hollywood. It was there that she was first exposed to the behind-the-scenes workings of the music business. Surrounded by producers, songwriters, and performers, she quickly absorbed everything she could about the industry. She began to hone her craft, writing songs in her spare time, many of which caught the attention of executives at 4-Star Music. Soon she had become a staff songwriter, crafting lyrics and melodies that would soon find their way into the voices of other artists. But writing songs wasn't enough. Jeannie longed to perform them herself. She began appearing regularly on a program called Hollywood Jamboree, a musical variety show that allowed her to showcase her vocal talents and stage presence. It was there that she began to build a following, earning the respect of her peers and a modest but growing fan base. Her efforts eventually paid off when she was offered a recording contract with Challenge Records, a move that set her on the path toward national recognition. After signing with the label, Celie embarked on a West Coast tour that exposed her to larger and more diverse audiences, each of which seemed to fall in love with her distinctive blend of raw emotion and polished delivery. Her performances weren't just technically sound, they were heartfelt. Every lyric she sang seemed to come from a place of lived experience, and fans responded to that honesty. In 1964, her hard work and undeniable talent were formally recognized when she received the Most Promising Female Artist Award from the Country and Western Academy, which would later become the Academy of Country Music. This recognition marked a turning point in her career and served as a harbinger of the success that would follow in the years ahead. Jeannie, Celie was not just a singer, she was a storyteller. With every note, she invited listeners into her world, painting vivid pictures of love, loss, heartache, and hope. Her songs often explored themes that resonated deeply with everyday people, especially women who saw their own lives reflected. In her lyrics, she had a unique ability to bring depth and nuance to her performances, often drawing on her personal experiences to infuse her songs with emotional authenticity. As her fame grew, so did her impact on the country music scene. She became a trailblazer in an industry that was often slow to recognize the contributions of female artists. Her presence on the Grand Ole Opry stage was not just a personal milestone, it was a cultural one. She was one of the first women to regularly host segments of the show, breaking barriers and paving the way for future generations of female performers. Throughout her career, Jeannie remained fiercely dedicated to her craft. She continued to write, record, and perform well into her later years, often collaborating with younger artists and mentoring those who were just beginning their journeys in the music world. Her influence extended beyond the stage. She was also an advocate for artists' rights, frequently speaking out about issues affecting musicians, especially those who were not yet established. She used her platform to support causes she believed in and to amplify the voices of those who might otherwise go unheard. Despite the challenges she faced, including personal losses, health setbacks, and the pressures of maintaining a long career in a demanding industry, Celie remained resilient and optimistic. Her love for music never wavered, and neither did her connection to her fans. Whether she was performing in a grand concert hall or an intimate club, she gave her all. Every time. Her performances were less about showcasing technical prowess and more about creating a shared experience, one that left audiences feeling seen, heard, and understood. Jeannie Celie's life was one of perseverance, passion, and profound impact. She navigated the ups and downs of fame with grace, always staying true to herself and her roots. Her story is one of a small-town girl who dared to dream big, worked hard to make those dreams a reality, and never forgot where she came from. As the world says goodbye to this extraordinary woman, we are reminded of the indelible mark she left on country music and the countless lives she touched along the way. Her songs will continue to echo through time, serving as a testament to her talent, her spirit, and her enduring legacy. She may have left the stage, but her voice will never be silenced. Her memory will live on in every lyric, every melody, and every heart that beats a little stronger because of the music she gave us. Rest in peace, Jeannie Celie. Your soul and song will live on forever.